Yesterday, the average price of gasoline in Connecticut topped $4 a gallon, the fifth highest average price in the country. Across the nation, prices are fast approaching that amount for every American. The rising cost of gasoline is a real, harsh, and unacceptable fact of life for ordinary Americans. It is crushing to the average consumer. It is stifling economic growth. It is hurting our businesses. For people across the country, ordinary Americans, our middle class, these dramatic increases are not a luxury. They are more than an inconvenience. They threaten their ability to go to work, to do their work, and it drives up the prices of goods for all kinds of commodities, not just gasoline. It threatens to derail our economic recovery. Many factors contribute to the price of a gallon of gasoline. No question, it is complex. There's a growing consensus among energy analysts that part of the reason, a large part of the reason, has to do with speculation. Now, I'm mindful of the fact that there are a lot of experts and a lot of debate on different sides of this issue. But there is a powerful and growing consensus that speculation is a major cause of the rising cost of gasoline. In fact, there's a list of businesses, government organizations, and trade associations who have undertaken their own studies and investigations of the oil futures market. Let me list them for you. ExxonMobil, the Petroleum Marketers Association of America, Goldman Sachs, the American Trucking Association, the Consumer Federation of America, Delta Airlines, the International Monetary Fund, the St. Louis Federal Reserve. What do they all have in common? They've all indicated that excessive oil speculation significantly increases oil and gasoline prices. Supply is at least at the level it was last year, and yet prices are rising. The excessive oil and gasoline speculation is clearly causing market disturbances that prevent the market from accurately reflecting the forces of supply and demand. And it is vital that government use every available resource to protect Americans from markets that are not working, from price gouging or price fixing or illegal manipulation. The causes of the market disruption must be confronted. Last April, the Attorney General announced the formation of a financial fraud enforcement task force working group. I'll repeat that. Financial Fraud Enforcement Task Force Working Group that was specifically empowered to combat illegality in these markets. I wrote to the Attorney General seeking from him that this task force be proactive and effective by beginning investigations and taking whatever action is necessary to combat illegality in these markets. I believe that the Attorney General of the United States, if he makes vigorous and effective use of his task force, broad investigatory and regulatory authorities, can send a signal to speculators that manipulation and fraud in the oil futures market will not be tolerated. These gasoline prices are on the minds of Americans across the country. They have economic effects, but they also have effects on consumer confidence, on the lifeblood of economic recovery, even more than the share of dollars that go to pay for gasoline at the pump. There is an effect on consumer confidence. This obligation on the part of our law enforcers is one that goes to the core of their credibility. Not just popularity. Credibility of law enforcement demands that the Attorney General of the United States take this action to re-energize and revive the task force. And I am hopeful, knowing of his reputation, that he will act accordingly to assure all of us that illegality, whether it's price fixing or price gouging or cornering the market, will not be tolerated, and that effective action will be taken against it.